Okay, good evening, guys, and then welcome to another session. As we agreed last time, we actually had an evening session. I was like, all you guys were like, okay, we should do another class subsequently. And I was like, okay, cool, we'll do another class. And I think one thing a lot of people were complaining about was top-down analysis. No, not top, it was top-down analysis and then entries and entry criteria. Do you understand? So I'm going to go into it and I'm going to start with entries and entry criteria. That's entries and entry confirmations. Do you understand? So I'm going to start with that. Then if there's time, because this meeting is just 40 minutes, well, we have already spent 30 minutes. So if I can round everything up in 30 minutes, then fine. Do you understand? We've already spent 10 minutes, sorry. So let's get started. So like I said, the class today is going to be entries and entry criteria. Let me put that up there. Entries and entry criteria. This is more or less another way of saying entries and entry confirmations. Entries. Entries and entry confirmations. Entries and entry confirmations. So now, what is this lecture trying to cover, or what is this lecture trying to achieve? What we're trying to do here today, or what we're going to be learning today is we have a zone. Do you understand? Price has gotten to our zone where we're supposed to execute our trades. How do we execute that trade? That's what we're going to be looking at today. What do I look out for before actually entering my trade? Or once price has gotten where I want to enter my trade, how am I going to enter that trade? Do you understand? Now, when it comes to how you're going to enter the trade here, no matter the kind of trader you are, do you understand? Or in short, there are only two types of entries. Do you get any trader you meet out there is going to be using one of these or two of them? Do you understand? We have aggressive entries and then conservative entries. Aggressive entries and then conservative entries. Sorry, conservative entries. Now, entries? What are these conservative and aggressive entries? So I'm going to start with aggressive entries. So when it comes to aggressive entries, yeah, let's say I'm having a downtrend. Do you understand? I'm having a downtrend. And then the zone where I don't want to even use my normal support onto resistance. Let me use, in short, even if I want to use the support onto resistance here to enter the trade, or I want to use the resistance at the top or other block, whatever zone I want to enter the trade. Do you understand? Whenever price gets to that zone, I don't know, are you guys following me at all? If you guys are following, please someone should indicate either in the chat box. Let me know that I'm on the right track. Are you guys hearing me at all? Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. So now, once price gets to this my area now, once price, and if you don't understand what I'm talking about as in zones here, please go back and learn zones. Do you get it? I think I did a class on support and resistance last week. So now, what I'll be looking for now is for price to get back here, tap into that zone. Now, once price taps into the zone that I want to enter my trade from, whether here or here, do you understand? What I'm going to do is what? In this case, I'm looking to sell. I'm going to what? Execute the sell immediately. Do you understand? As price is tapping inside, I'm tapping sell. Do you understand? Now, I always emphasize this, and then it's not just me emphasizing it because I want to emphasize it. Do you understand? In the market, your exit is as important as your entry. Do you understand? So if I'm executing a trade at a certain point, then I need to know where my stop loss and take profit is going to be. Are you guys following me? So now when it comes to, let's say I execute my trade here, do you understand? Where my entry is going to be here, where my stop loss is going to be now, is going to be a few pips above that lower high, that's above this lower high here, this level here, a few pips above it. Why is my stop loss a few pips above it? That's because that area now is the area where once price reach, do you understand? Once price reach now, this whole sell is going to be what? Invalidated. Do you understand? Remember, I'm taking this sell. I'm not looking for any extra confirmation. Do you understand? I'm taking this sell. I'm more or less basing my entry on the fact that, okay, since we have a lower low, price is going to come back and create what? A lower high. And then I know that from here to here, from this level here to this up here like this, price can form that lower high. Do you understand? So if price tap here and then doesn't react here, but then still goes back deeper and then reacts from there to the downside, the sell still was valid. But then once price starts passing that high to the upside, let's say it starts passing that lower high to the upside, then that's a shaking. Do you understand? In that case, now the chance for sales is what? Not what valid. Or sorry, the chance for sales are what? Slim. Do you understand? Remember, our stop loss is not just one place that we're dropping so that once price reach, they should take us out. Do you understand? It's more or less like an invalidation point. I'm dropping that stop loss there so that once price gets there, it's more or less like this setup is invalidated. The chance for sales happening is very, very low. Do you get? In this case now, me entering my trade here without any additional confirmation, now it's more or less from this my support turn to resistance down to this whole resistance level at the top. Now price can react and it's okay. As long as price doesn't pass above here, it's what's okay, I can take the sell. Do you understand? Now, what if you decide to use this zone up here? Same thing. If I'm using this zone up here, this whole, let's say it's an order block that is there, or a resistance zone up there. As price is tapping inside, I'm going to what? Sell. Do you understand? Stop loss is still going to be a few pips. Let's say I'm entering here. Stop loss is still going to be a few pips above this lower high because that's the invalidation point. Now I've gotten where our stop loss is supposed to be. The next thing is what? Our take profit. The next thing is what? Our take profit. Now, when it comes to take profit here, we're targeting the next zone in the direction of our trade. In this case now, if you look at this sell now, the next zone in the direction of this sell is what? This support level here. Do you understand? Now, why are we dropping our take profit here? Price can just decide to tap that zone and then what? Reverse. So we don't want a situation whereby, oh, price taps it and then reverse and then maybe we're targeting something down here. Do you understand? So this is where our take profit is going to be. Now, what are people that are saying, oh, see, this is a downtrend. Price can what? Price can tap, sorry. 1 second. Price can tap that level and then what? Break it to the downside. Please, if price breaks that level to the downside, you have another what? Sell opportunity. Because price is creating what? Another lower low. You can look for what? Another lower high to catch for the sell. Do you understand? Don't let fear of missing out make you set your take profit to infinity, hoping that the market will continue going there for the rest of your life. No, it's not going to go there. Do you understand? The downtrend is going to continue, but then it's going to be step by step. And at every point, there's that potential that price will reverse. Do you understand? So take your profit here. That's the point where price can potentially what? Reverse. Do you understand? If it doesn't reverse, fine. We'll have another zone to what? Enter our trade. Do you understand? But then this way, I'm looking to take profits and then stop loss just a few pips above there. Do you get? When it comes to aggressive entry. So let me give you guys a buy example. So if I'm having an uptrend, price creates a higher high. I'm looking to either buy from here. Do you understand? Whatever zone you're using, do you get? I'm looking to buy from here, or maybe I'm using Fibonacci. The most important thing about this aggressive entry is that once price taps that zone, you are executing the buy. Now, in this case, if I execute the buy here, entry here, stop loss a few pips what's below here. Do you understand? And then my target is going to be the highs. Is anybody having any question up to this point? If you have any question, please. Is anybody having any question? Okay, no questions. So now we'll go to what? Conservative entries. Now, when it comes to conservative entries, instead of price tapping into our zone, or let me show you guys examples of aggressive entries. So I think this was an analysis I did this morning, but then I did not take it. I did not take it. I've been on the road throughout today. I've been on the road. I just came back a while ago, sir. So now, if you look at this market here, price basically created this. It was coming from an uptrend, so it created this place more or less like a higher low. Pushed up, failed to create another higher high, and then it broke that level to the downside, creating a lower low. Do you get? So in this case, now we have this cool zone here. Do you understand? That support onto resistance. So now what we're looking for now is price come back inside and then tap, let us sell. Do you understand? So if I'm entering aggressively now, So now if I'm entering aggressively, the moment price taps into this zone now, our entry is going to be here. Stop loss now will be above that lower high there. That's this level here. Above this level here. Do you guys understand? That's where our stop loss is going to be a few pips above. And then where we're going to target is what? This low down here. You can see that the RR is not actually big. It's just like 1 to 1.8 RR. Do you understand? And then that's why we actually have conservative entries. Do you get? If it was for you buy now, what we're going to have is going to be something like this. Let me look for some buys. I took some buys on inside the USD last week. A couple of buys. They were not much. Good. This one here. So now, if you look at this market here, you see that from here, price basically created high, failed to create another lower low. Then we created higher high, higher low. Price has created what? Another higher high. So now, price creating another higher high. Now we're looking for buy opportunities. So we can either look to buy here, do you understand? Or look to buy from this zone down here. So what we're looking for now is price tap inside, let us buy. Do you understand? So if I'm using this zone at the top here, this is where my entry is going to be. Stop loss is going to be a few pips below this higher low, and then my target is going to be up here. Do you guys understand? So what I'll be looking for now is for price to come back, tap into this zone, and then what's buy from there to the upside. But then if it doesn't react from that zone, then the allowance I'm giving price to basically go to is what this low down here. Do you guys understand? So let's watch how price behave. If you actually look at it, you see that the moment price taps into this zone, you can see that it not react inside that zone. It pushed down and then reacted from this zone down here. You get, and that's what I was trying to tell you guys, that it's okay, price cannot react from that zone. Do you understand? That's why we're giving it, price might not react and then it's okay, and that's why we're giving it that allowance. Do you understand? And then dropping our stop loss. The stop loss is more or less like an allowance. And if you look at if you look at it, price basically pushed back up and then went back to hit the take profits. Do you guys understand? So that stop loss now should be below that higher low. Now, what if price actually hit our stop loss? Once price hits our stop loss, now know that, okay, price is changing structure towards another trend entirely. Do you get? It's changing structure to another trend. And then we should stop looking for buys. One second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. So now let's continue. Is anybody having any question with this aggressive entry? Anyone any problem with aggressive entries? Okay, good. Let's get into conservative entries. Let's go back to AUDUSD. Where are all those things I wrote at the top here? Okay, good. The next one is okay. Let me see. Okay, good. So now let's look at conservative entries. Now, when it comes to conservative entries, once price gets to our zone, instead of actually entering the trade aggressively, that's just executing the trade, we look for additional confirmations. Do you understand? We look for signs that, okay, price, as you have entered inside this zone now, you are going to react from this place. Do you understand? As price has entered the zone, we're looking for that confirmation that price is going to react there. So if I'm having an uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then I have, let's say, a zone here. Do you understand? Wherever my zone is. Do you understand? Once price taps inside now, instead of me executing the buy immediately, what I'm going to look for now is what's extra confirmation that the buys are going to happen at that point. Do you guys understand? So this extra confirmation now can either be market structure confirmation or candlestick confirmation. So types of confirmations. We have one, candlestick confirmations. But let me start with market structure confirmation. Confirmations, and then candlestick confirmations. So now, these are the two types of confirmations you look out for once price actually enters your zone. Do you understand? Do you understand? So you either look out for market structure confirmations and then candlestick confirmations. Sorry, guys. So now, let's look at market structure confirmations. Market structure confirmations, markets. So now, when it comes to market structure confirmations, yeah, let's say we have a zone. Let's say for an uptrend. In short, before I even illustrate it here, whenever price gets into your zone, remember, we're looking for extra confirmations. So when it comes to market structure confirmations, yeah, the confirmation we look for on that lower time frame now is a shift in market structure. Do you understand? We're looking for a reversal signal. Sorry, a reversal sign. Do you get shifts in market structure? Basically, when trends are changing, it's a reversal indication. Do you understand? So if I'm having an uptrend, and then I have a zone, let's say I want to enter my trade here. Do you understand? Whatever zone that thing is. One thing I'm just trying to make you guys understand is whatever the zone you are entering your trade from, you can look for these confirmations. Do you understand? So now, price basically comes and then taps into this our zone. Now, once price taps inside here, sorry. Once price taps inside this our zone, now what we're looking for now is a reversal signal on the lower time frame. Or on our entry time frame. Let me not say lower time frame, let me just say entry time frame. But then most times, entry time frames are lower time frames. So what is that reversal signal? You know that if I'm on the 1 hour time frame and then I have this type of movement to the downside, if I go to the 5 minutes, that movement is going to look like what? A downtrend. Do you guys understand? It's going to look like a downtrend. Now, once price taps into this my zone, now I'm looking for, okay, this downtrend that is happening on the lower time frame. If this zone that I want to buy from is going to be strong enough to make these buys happen, that lower time frame sells will change towards buys. Do you understand? From downtrend, this whole thing should change towards an uptrend. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. So if I'm having a downtrend now, let's say I want to take a sell. Do you get? I want to take a sell from a particular zone. Let's say I want to take a sell from here. Please, those of you that know zones as points of interest, areas of interest, everything is the same thing. Do you understand? Don't confuse yourself. Zones are things like support and resistance, trend lines, other blocks, breakers, anything, any level where you're looking to enter your trade from is a zone, it's a point of interest, it's an area of interest. As long as you're looking to enter your trade from that level, don't confuse yourself. You can look for these confirmations in those levels. Do you understand? What we're trying to look for now is as price has entered that zone now, or as price has gotten to that level, what am I looking to do? Do you guys understand? So now, once price gets back there, do you understand? Like I said, if I drop to my lower time frame, if I drop to a time frame like 5 minutes, this whole push to the upside now is going to look like what? A downtrend. Sorry, an uptrend. Do you understand? Now, once price gets into this my zone, I'm looking for this uptrend to reverse to a downtrend. Since I'm looking for a sell, if the sells are going to be strong enough, then the lower time frame buys what change to sells is going to make that level, is going to make price reverse. Do you understand? If that zone is strong enough, it's going to make price reverse. So now let's take an example. First, let's go with this sell that we took using aggressive entries. So let's take a look at this. So at this point where price was getting to our entry level, yeah, what would have done in this case, or what would do in this case next, what drop to our 5 minutes time frame. So let's drop to our 5 minutes time frame. Now, if you look at the 5 minutes time frame, the uptrend is not really clear, but then you can see that clear shift in market structure. So price was doing downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then all of a sudden, price just started buying to the upside, and then it broke the last lower high to the upside. So in this case now, we have what? A push to the upside, creating what? A higher high. Do you understand? Now let's watch as price starts into the zone. Now, see as price starts into the zone, started having what? Rejection candles. Do you understand? It's never about the candlesticks. What we're looking for is structure-wise. Let's get a rejection structure-wise. Let me see. Do we have anything like a shift in market structure here? Not really. Not really. Let me see. There's something. Shit, this one actually moved. Let me look for another example and then show you guys. Let me look for another example. This one did not actually give us that extra confirmation. Let me look for another example. Let me look for another example. So now, if you look at this market here, if you look at this market from this point here, you see that price was actually creating series of lower lows, lower high, and then price actually created a lower low. Now, if you look at this price movement, you see that price actually broke these lows here to the downside. Do you understand? So that level now, it's more or less a support level that was broken to the downside, and then it has a potential to turn towards a resistance. So what we're looking for now is for price come back, tap into that zone, and then what? Sell to the downside. Do you guys understand? So now let's watch as price taps into the zone. So now look at this point where price taps into the zone. Price already rejected. Let me cut that one out. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So now if you look at the 5 minutes time frame here, as price was pushing up, now you can see that the whole thing was doing clear, more or less higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So what we're looking for now is price tap into the zone and was reverse towards the downside. So let's see if we actually taps inside and then reverse. Wahala. Good. So at this point here, you can see that we tapped into the zone. Do you understand? As we tapped inside, we failed to create another higher high. So let's see how price behaved. Let's see if I actually got that shift in market structure. So look at this price movement. So if you look at this, you see that price tapped here, failed to create another higher high, sort of created another higher low, and then pushed up and then failed to create another higher high, but then came back down to break the higher low here to the downside, this level here to the downside. So now what we're looking for now is price come back and retest that level. So our entry point is going to be here. What we're looking for is for price to come back there and then retest. Stop loss a few pips above here or somewhere. Let's use this second high here. A few pips above this second high. And then my target is going to be this lows down here. So let's see how price behaved basically. Let's see if actually price went back towards retest it and then whether we got the sells. So let's see. So you can see that price went back up to what activates the cells. Do you understand? You can see it was pushing and see it wanted to take us out. Let's see whether it took us out. It actually took us out. Do you get? But then if I actually dropped our stop loss a few pips above here, shit, I'm going to tap rubbish. Shit. I'm coming. Let me find that point. Yeah, stop loss was actually very tight. I think what I was trying to do here, I was just trying to get that whole nice entry. Nice entry at that level. If we actually put our stop loss above the other high, it would have not taken us out. Okay, so let's look at this one. One sec. Let's take this example. Stop loss was too tight. It was coming from that whole perspective that, I do not want the whole small risk reward. I wanted the tight one. So if you look at this level now, you see that price was creating lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price was actually pushing back up to create lower high. So we have a zone here. Do you understand? That's the support turn to resistance. So what we're looking for now is for price to come back, tap inside that, then let's get an entry confirmation on the lower time frame. So let's see how price behaves. So at this point where price was approaching, so where price got to our zone here, we dropped towards our 5 minutes time frame. Now, if you look at the 5 minutes time frame, you see that price was actually doing an uptrend. Price was creating higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So what we're looking for now is a shift in market structure on this lower time frame. What happened? A shift in market structure on this lower time frame. Let price was changed towards a downtrend. So now let's see if we actually got that shift in market structure. This one, they look like shift in market structure. So let's see. Okay, we have not gotten the shift in market structure yet. If you look at this price movement, you see that I did not post it. I posted it now. Why is it still pushing to the downside? So if you look at this price movement here, you see that price created higher high, higher low. You understand? Pushed up, failed to create another higher high, and then pushed down and then broke that higher low to the downside, somewhere around here. So what I'm looking for now is for price to come back, retest that level, and then what? For us to get the sales to the downside. Did we actually get that one? Let's see. Let's see if actually price came back to retest it. This one now is looking as if price now actually come back. So let's see. Take profits down here. Take profit is going to be at the 1 hour low. Do you understand? This low on the 1 hour time frame. So stop loss a few pips above there. Let's see if price go back there. Ah, fuck. Price went back as if wanted to retest it, but then did not retest it. Yep, we did not retest. We now actually retest this one, and then we basically sold massively to the downside. Let's see. We did not actually get the retest. Let me find another example. Ah, fuck. So this session is remaining just 2 minutes. 1 second. Okay, guys. So let's continue.
So boys.
So let's take a look at an example. 1 sec. Let me share the link to somebody.
I do have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
My question is regarding risk management.
Okay.
I've been having some little issues about risk management.
I don't know. Can you keep it to the end of the class?
Okay.
So I'm just going to take a couple of examples on this market structure confirmation. Then you can bring it and then discuss about it. Yeah?
No problem.
Yeah. So I'm coming. Let me look for an example. So as I was telling you guys earlier, when it comes to market structure confirmations, what I'm looking for on the lower time frame is what? A shift in market structure. So let me cut this here. Now, if you look at this market, if you look at this market, you see that this market was in an uptrend, price created higher high, higher low, higher high. Do you understand? And then it started retracing to the downside. Do you get? So where is the zone that I can potentially buy from? We have these highs there that price just broke. Do you understand? So what we're looking for now is for price to come back, tap inside, and then what? Let us look for that confirmation to buy. So let's drop to the 5 minutes time frame. So now on the 5 minutes time frame, that is doing that whole downtrend or the lower time frame. It's creating series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. So what we're looking for now is for it to tap inside this hour zone and what? Reverse. So let's see. Did it actually tap inside? Why is that price is not tapping inside? It's kind of hard business. Right. Price doesn't want to tap inside the zone. Price not actually tap inside the zone. Why is that? It's very hard to find somewhere that price actually taps inside and then actually moved. Let me see. Did it actually work with Fib entry? Let's see. Let me plot Fib. Okay, price actually tapped the 0.618 of the Fibonacci. Do you understand? So let's drop to the lower time frame and see if price actually shifted. So if you look at it at this point here, you see that price was doing series of lower lows, lower highs, lower, more or less equal low as it tapped into that Fib level. Do you understand? It tapped into that 0.618 of the Fibonacci. After that, what did price? The price actually shifted. Price actually broke above. Do you understand? Now, see before price actually taps into that zone. Before price actually taps into that zone, yeah, that Fibonacci zone. Let me highlight it on the 1 hour time frame so that you guys will see it clearly. So that's the area of interest now is here. So the area of interest is here. That's the Fibonacci level. Let's drop to the 5 minutes. So price has tapped into the zone. Price taps into the zone. From doing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, price broke above the lower high. Now we have this area here. Do you understand? We have that area here. That was more or less like the lower high that was broken. Do you understand? It's more or less like a resistance to support. What I'm looking for now is for price to come back, tap inside that zone so that we can buy. Stop loss is going to be a few pips below here. And then where are we going to target? That 1 hour high, somewhere around here. Do you understand? So let's see how the thing basically played out. Did price come back to the test or not? Let's see. So this moment where price came back to tap inside this zone, you're already now, this point now will be actually inside the trade. Do you understand? It's not immediately breaks out that we're buying. Immediately it's breaking, we're setting our orders and then waiting for the retest. And then what a continuation. Let's see. The price actually buy to the upside. Why is the thing very slow like this? Let's see. Yeah, price later went back up to hit the take profit. So we basically had so price came back, tap into that zone where we wanted to buy from, or where we're looking for the buy from, and then what's reversed. Now, this is what I was trying to illustrate for you guys. Let me delete all of this and then go to the figure this thing and then show you guys what I was saying. Whenever we're having a conservative entry, let's say I have a zone where I'm looking to take, sorry, it was a buy we were looking for. So I have a zone where I'm looking to take a buy. Now, once price breaks it, and then, sorry, I have where I'm looking to take, whether it taps inside now, once price taps inside now, I'm going to the lower time frame. Do you understand? As I'm going to the lower time frame, I'm looking for that shift. Do you get? Price tap inside the zone and then what shift? Do you get? Now, once I get that shift, now what I'm looking for now is highlighting another zone on that lower time frame. Do you get? But then this time, once price is getting into the zone, I'm not looking for another confirmation. Again, as price is tapping there the second time, I'm what buying. Do you understand? Stop loss now is going to be a few pips below that shift. Why? Because that's the reason for my entry. That's the confirmation for my entry. Do you understand? I'm looking for, okay, price, give me a reason that I'm going to buy. That's the reason. So if the buy is actually going to happen at that point, then price should actually what pass that level to the downside. Do you guys understand? And then another thing, if price has not tapped inside the zone that I want to buy from, or inside the zone that I want to execute your trade from, don't look for entry confirmations. If you get entry confirmations outside your zone, do you understand? Price has not tapped your zone and then I see the reversal, leave it alone. If you look at the setups I was actually illustrating, those ones that did not come back to the zone to actually retest, I left them alone. And then that's what you need to be doing in the market. If you don't see that reversal, if you don't see that reversal on the lower time frame, leave it alone. Even if you see that reversal and then price doesn't come back to the test, leave it alone. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Do you understand? This is where the discipline comes in trading. It's not the one that you see and then be like, oh, price don't start a move, make I jump, enter. Do you understand? There's a reason why you're looking for that thing as your confirmation. And then another thing is, as I'm telling you guys this thing here, I'm not expecting that you're going to your chart and then just going to go and use it. Investigate. Do you understand? Go back and then do your own analysis. Not really analysis, but then go back and then do your own back test. Do you understand? Look at how it actually works, and then we'll try to replicate it on your charts. Do you guys understand?
Question.
Yeah. What's the question?
What I'm not actually getting now is see this last arrow now that tap into the zone now.
Yes.
So like what I'm trying to say now, once it tap in like this now,
yes,
can we enter the trade, or we have to let it go up and let it come back again before we enter the trade?
Yes. So once price taps into the zone, yeah, you're going to your entry time frame. Now, entry time frames vary from trader to trader. It depends on the kind of trader you are. Someone like me now, my entry time frame where I look for this market structure confirmation is the 5 minutes time frame. Do you understand? So now, if you go to the 5 minutes time frame, you see this push to the upside, it's going to look like an uptrend. Do you understand? It's going to be creating streaks of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now, you see this point where it started pushing to the downside, it's going to start doing downtrend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now, once it taps into the zone, that's where we're looking to buy from. If that zone is going to be strong enough to make level buy, there's going to be a shift on the lower time frame. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So now, once we get that shift now is an indication that the buyers have started coming in. You understand? Once you get that shift, on that lower time frame, you are still highlighting what? That same resistance point to support. Where you're looking for now is what? A retest of it. And then that's where you enter the trade. And then what? You basically wait for it to push to your upside. Do you understand? Let me show you an example. Let me show you another example. I was looking for an example with support point to resistance point to support by Fibonacci. Let me look for another entry and then show you guys. Okay, let's see if I actually got that entry criteria on this one. It's not NZD USD. Guess I know it. So now if you look at this market, now you see that price basically created this high. It was more or less looking like a range. Then we created this low. Then we basically broke to the upside and then created a higher high. So at this point now, we have this whole, see this high that price broke there. Do you understand? That's a resistance that price broke and it has a potential to turn what a resistance. So now what we're looking for now is for price to come back and what? Price come back and then tap. And then if you look at it, price actually taps inside. 1 sec. Price actually taps inside. Now let me show you guys. Let's jump to the lower time frame, to the 5 minutes time frame. Now look at this. Look at the 5 minutes time frame. You see that as price was pushing down, see that whole push the downside down the 1 hour time frame is looking like one push. See it's on the lower time frame. It's what series of lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Do you understand? So what we're looking for here is a shift in market structure. This downtrend changed to an uptrend. Do you get someone just said, do you mean like forming a double bottom, then entering from the neckline? Something like that. Do you understand? But then if I say a double bottom now, you only be looking for double bottoms. Do you understand? Double bottom is more or less a reversal, a reversal market structure formation. Do you understand? So you can use a double bottom too. So what I'm looking for in this case now is for price to what? Tap. Do you understand? Fail to create another low or even create another low. But then the most important thing is what? Break any of the highs to the upside. That's when we'll have the shift in market structure. So let's see if I actually got that in this case. So price pushed up. Let's see. Did you actually get that shift? Good. So now see at this point here, I've actually gotten the shift. Do you understand? See what price did. Price basically created that lower low, created a lower high, failed to create another lower low, and then now it has broken to the upside. So now we have our area here. This is where we're highlighting. Do you understand? That level there. That's where we're looking for price to come back to what? Retest. Let's buy from there to what? And then ride it to the upside. Sorry. So now our entry point is going to be somewhere around here. Do you understand? Stop loss now is going to be a few pips below here. And then our target is going to be a few pips. Sorry, our target is going to be up here, not any few pips. It's going to be up there. So now let's see how price basically played out. Let's see what's happened. Good. Now you can see that price came back and what taps that zone. At this place now, our orders are what activated. So let's see how the whole thing played out. Whether it went back up to basically hit take profit or it run out trees. Thank you. Kessler just said change of character on the lower time frame. Honestly, as long as we understand that we're looking for a reversal, do you get the main thing we're looking for a reversal on the lower time frame? We're looking for that sign that the buyers have started what's entering the market. Do you guys understand? We're looking for those indications that the buyers have started what's coming to the market. So let's see how this one played out. Let me increase the time into the zoom. This thing won't go hit take profit again. Let me see. Why is the thing just consolidating 1 point like that? That will trade it. You don't hit take profit, don't hit stop loss. Okay, looks promising. Okay, good. Chai. I guess that patience is key. You never see anything. Let's see. This is how long, sir. This is from Tuesday to Wednesday, 23rd. Price almost hit the take profit, but then still came back. Let's see if it actually did. Let me go back to the 1 hour time frame and see. They actually hit the take profit. My PC. What happened to my network now? I swear. One sec. That I wanted to talk about the guy that I wanted to talk about risk management. Where is he? You can unmute yourself and then talk. But the guy is not around. Okay, who has any other question?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, so the thing is about risk management. My risk
Okay, so what's the
management
problem
is
with
like
risk management?
sometimes if I trade, I do get
Yeah.
trade. So many times I do get trade, but sometimes if I use small lot size,
I'm not hearing what you're saying.
can you hear me?
I'm not. Can you? Yeah, I can hear you now. What are you saying?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're not talking. Please, God gives to now. You're not talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It's only can you hear me that I'm hearing. I'm not hearing anything you're saying. Okay, see the trade here, guys. It actually went back to hit take profit. See it here. It actually went up to hit take profit. Please talk. Let me hear you. Wahala. God gifts.
Hello? I say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So the thing is about risk management. Sometimes if I do trade, if I use smaller size, like smaller
Yes.
lot size, I do
Yes.
get trade.
Yes.
I get it already. But sometimes if I get some kind of amount of money, then I want to increase my lot size. From there, I will start using some funds.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
if when you increase your lot size, you used to start losing money. Okay, so one thing I'm going to say here with risk management is one good component about risk management is keeping your risk consistent. Do you understand? Because one thing with trading is you don't know which trades are going to be winning trades or losing trades. So I cannot have win with small lot size. Then I'll come and just up my lot size. Now, even if I increase my lot size and then I make a loss, my next trade I'm still going to enter with that same amount of lot size. Now, another thing I'll tell you is stop looking at risk management from a lot size perspective. Look at it from how many percent are you risking from your account. Do you understand? You can decide to risk 1%, 2%, 3%, any percentage you want. But then before you take any trade, use your risk calculator. Do you understand? You can either use Stino or Nash Markets. Stino or Nash Markets. I'm going to put it in the comments section now. Stino is paid $14 a year or Nash Markets.
Does this thing accept this now Xness?
What?
This thing consummate.
Accept consummate how?
Like did they use Xness now as for their broker now?
Consummate, whether consummate they use Xness.
Yes.
No, consummate
like
doesn't use
to trade.
Consummate uses Quackle.
Only Quackle.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other issue? Guys, we just have 6 minutes remaining, so I'll end the session. In our next class, we're going to talk about candlestick confirmation. Do you guys understand? For now, you guys can I'll send a video after the class. You guys can just practice these market structure confirmations. Yeah, what you're looking for on the lower time frame is just a shift in market structure. And then earlier we spoke about aggressive entries. Aggressive entries now are just looking for, okay, price, tap inside my zone, let me buy or sell. Do you guys understand? Boss, please explain using the fib with market structure. Okay, so let me use, we just have 6 minutes. Let me look for a fib entry and then explain it. Let me look for a fib entry. Yeah, will I let's see fine fib entry now. Okay, let me use this one here. Let's schedule it for next class. We have limited time. Yes, I'm saying that. Yeah. So now, if I'm going to plot my fib here, yeah, if I'm going to plot my fib, this is how I'm going to plot it from the higher low to the higher high. Do you understand? Now, where is the important part when it comes to Fibonacci? The 0.618 level. That's around here like this. Do you understand? So I'll be looking for nice for price to tap inside. So I'll look for it. That's a market structure confirmation. Ah, shit. I still have. I did in the room. So now, at this moment where price actually started tapping into our fib levels here, we'll drop to the 5 minutes time frame. Do you understand? Now, what are we looking for on that 5 minutes time frame? A shift in market structure. So let's see if I actually got a shift in market structure here. Let's see if I actually got it. Did you actually get that shift? No shift yet. I think we have a shift now. So we have a shift in market structure. Now look at this price movement. Price tapped inside here. We created what? A lower low, a lower high, an equal low, and then we broke above. Do you understand? So now our entry point now is going to be around here. So price tapped into our zone and then what shifted from that zone. Do you understand? It has shown us the reversal signal. So now we are going to buy from here. We are going to be looking to buy from is here. Stop loss a few pips below here. And then where we are going to target is this high is up here. So let's say I played out. You can see at this point where price tapped into the zone now, already to kick us up, it will kick us in. Do you understand? Already been the trade. Do you guys understand? That person that was talking about fib, do you understand? So you are using your fib is basically your entry point on the 1 hour time frame. Understand? Then once price taps that 0.618 level, we are dropping to a lower time frame to look for that entry confirmation. Do you understand? It's just it. So we're going to end the session here. I'm going to upload the video and then send you guys the link. You guys should have a very wonderful weekend. And then for those that will be watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the page. I'll catch you guys in our next class. Bye, guys.